the big theme I want to touch on is like the impact of memes on jiu-jitsu. Like we don't have to touch on that right now, but I just for me that was like the most interesting thing. Like just seeing how memes, not only in jiu-jitsu, but like in marketing, pretty much social media marketing, how that's like changed the game a lot. Um,
We can talk about anything.
so I guess Tony, my first question is like, how do you pick your memes? Like what can you walk us through like your meme creation process or however you go about it?
Uh, there's different paths to how I create my memes. Sometimes I'll be watching certain TV shows, always with the subtitles on.
Mm,
And it's always kind of like a challenge to be watching the movie, but also thinking ahead of the meme. So if I
mm.
see a subtitle that I can take out of context pretty easily,
Oh,
then it's super easy for a meme.
and like I noticed with your page is it's like a lot of like anime and stuff. Like what brought that about?
Weird, huh?
I mean, I love him. I love it. Uh,
Um, yeah, with the anime, I do watch a lot of anime. You
mm.
could even see in the background, there's a bunch of anime posters in the background.
Yeah, I see some Yu Yu Hakusho,
Oh
Cowboy
yeah,
Bebop, Gundam. I think I can't see.
yeah, there's a Gundam back there.
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, I watch a lot of anime too. Just it's fun to watch. And another thing too is, there's kind of like a lot of meme pages. So a lot of times you'll see the same template on every meme page, or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes multiple meme pages make the same meme, and
Yeah.
then they'll accuse each other of thievery. That's kind of a thing in the meme world, because people will accuse someone of stealing their idea or stealing their meme. So I'm one of the few people that has like these anime meme templates that
Mm-hmm.
aren't really gonna touch.
Yeah,
Or I guess what
I don't see the other guys use like anime that much. Maybe like one other page, I think, but it definitely stands out to me.
kind of a good brand, and it's always like, because a lot of the other pages or other yeah, a lot of other pages will share my memes and stuff, but people kind of recognize either the style or the
Mm-hmm.
and behind it. They're like, oh, it's happy rolling.
Do they like they put their watermark on it too and everything?
Oh man. So I don't mind when other pages like post my meme or share it, like as long as the watermark stays. But there's pages that will either recreate your meme like word for word, and then so they can put their own watermark on it, or they'll
Mm-hmm.
just cross your watermark out or put their own watermark over it.
Mm.
So it's kind of like if I watched like your BJJ Fanatics video, like
Yeah.
yours strict, I just like posted me doing all your moves on YouTube for free. If I did like the short guard
Oh yeah.
short video, just did it all me.
I gotta get a. I've been looking into like copyrights and stuff. I guess you can't copyright a meme, but
Not yet.
is there like who would you consider like the big players in the jiu-jitsu meme scene?
It's got because Jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by Black Belt Drew Weatherhead. Uh, BJJ Problems run by Brett. He's a black belt too in Utah. And that's all the ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Those
there's that Bible page too, but I think I'm gonna block
what page was that?
Jitsu.
Oh,
It's not worth looking at.
I feel like you have like a few. There's like a few top guys, and then like
Yeah,
a few middle, like a smaller amount of middle guys, and then there's like some small,
the
small
under
like.
the underground,
Mm-hmm.
the SoundCloud meme pages.
Yeah, I get like most of my memes that I will share without taking a watermark, like from Reddit. So
Oh yeah,
have you ever
just
posted on there before or?
I haven't, but people send me links to like people posting my memes on there, and I'll just
Mm.
read through the thread. It's nice to see people just laughing and getting along.
Like jiu-jitsu, like the guys that post techniques hate the meme pages when they post on Reddit because they like, how Reddit works. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, whichever post is on top, gets more attention and whatever.
Hmm.
So like we'll post like a technique, put all this time into the technique, and then like a meme will come up there and then like blow like
It'll take over the algorithm.
Yeah. So if you're like, if you mistime it and like that meme's right there, it's
Yeah.
like you're not gonna do well.
The
It's like
damn meme
meme
page.
or white belt getting a stripe. Like
Oh yeah, yeah,
they're gonna blow you out of the water on there.
definitely. So all your hard work and effort recording technique just all for those three
And
upvotes.
have you felt like, I guess you post mostly to Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Has you know, whatever Instagram's algorithm or anything changed like your memes at all?
Um, I think 2018 and 2019 were really good time for Instagram because it was really easy to grow organically. Anytime, well, this is my theory. Anytime like Instagram like uh goes down, I think it's like their marketing team or their software team kind of changing the algorithm
Oh.
because there be times like I'll post a meme and then after like 15 minutes it stops getting activity.
Hmm.
And it just doesn't make sense if you have like over 25,000 followers and all of a sudden there's no more activity on your feed. It's kind of weird.
And just like it's
And
like
then and
this.
then
Oh.
yeah, it's the same with Instagram and Facebook. Like I post on Facebook too, but
Mm.
in my analytics will show that out of 10,000 followers on Facebook, only like 13 people saw it, and I'm like, what? And
Hmm.
then Instagram and Facebook has the nerve to ask you, would you like to boost this post for $10?
And you'll
It's
get like
like,
your to your normal level, like, hey, $10 to get back to your normal.
yeah, to make it visible for my all my followers. They're gonna make money off of it.
I feel like now, like they're really pushing the reels. So like for me, like
Yeah.
it makes no sense to do like IG story. Stories are good, but like IGTV or like a regular post, it's like just do a
Hmm.
reel because no one's gonna see anything.
That's true. It's the reels are taking over, and that was I think last year when TikTok was gonna be banned. I think in the
Hmm.
U.S. So Instagram decided to capitalize on that. It's like the
Yeah,
same exact thing. I'm just not a good dancer. I can't do the
it is
cool
pretty
reel
tough.
stuff.
Have you seen any jiu-jitsu people dancing? Oh, have you seen the Brazilian people? They do like the weird kind of, I don't know what they're
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
but like,
They're doing like that those upas to the side. Is
yeah,
that the one?
man, it's that's the guys, keep that in Brazil, man. But wait, you're gonna
We
see.
got
I
it.
bet you're gonna see some American guys doing that soon.
Oh, definitely. If I see you on there trying to grow your page like
All right, guys. Like, I don't want to do this, but
that,
my
just a
follower count's
single,
going down.
yeah, you're doing the thrust while the single tears going down.
I think I draw the line there. Uh, but yeah, have you seen any like changes in the memes? Like, have people been changing their memes at all to like I don't know, like you've done some video memes too, right? Like the more comedy.
Yeah, I do a lot of video skits when I'm motivated,
Hmm.
but I also find with videos um, there's certain attributes you have to take in consideration, like people's attention span.
Oh yeah.
If it's something that redirects you to Instagram, IGTV, like it's like a 20-minute video, depending on
Hmm.
what the content is, like some people probably don't want to see that. So I'll try to keep it like at least to a minute on Instagram so people can just watch it, comment, like, share it, and go about their day,
Hmm.
just scrolling through their feed. But yeah, with memes changing, I think uh, people always or meme pages you're always gonna have to adapt because you have to see
Hmm.
what's in style, what's trending. You got to keep up with current news in the world.
Yeah.
Got to
I
keep
guess
up with competitions.
Jesus, that's got to be pretty tiring. Just to like, what's new? Okay, I gotta change everything now.
Just got to stay up to date with stuff. Like if I see a new like meme template becoming popular, I'll try to understand how to use it correctly. Yeah, there's like a whole art form to it.
Or like, I noticed like after a UFC, whoever got knocked out or whatever, you had to follow up like that Monday, like
Yeah,
ready with your meme. Like,
you gotta capitalize on that moment because that's what's gonna take up all the feeds.
hmm.
So might as well get your meme in there. get your likes.
I can't imagine like for me posting techniques, you know, it takes time and you know, so
Hmm.
I don't always want to do it, but like I can't imagine like I guess you have it down to a system with your memes, but like you're constantly watching and you know staying up to date. So do you ever feel like you can take a break or you're just like, man, I gotta keep like
I've taken a few breaks just because sometimes I'm kind of burned out, or I'll notice like the either the memes are getting stale or I just
mm,
keep overdoing the same one. Like I'm guilty of uh like I'll post a meme and then the next week I'll create the meme again and I totally forgot that
oh
I
no.
posted it last week and I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, better take a mental break. Like if the meme doesn't happen like naturally, then I'll
Hmm.
just kind of try to recover either all day or like a week.
Hmm. Have you ever gotten like, say you post like a meme, have you ever gotten like just, you know, like just roasted in comments before? Like, has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are sticklers on grammar
Oh
and
no.
and spelling, so they either post that. I try to keep my memes like pretty, I don't know, factual. Like if it's a meme on a current event, I'll make sure like I don't know, it's not totally uh fake, I
Hmm.
should say, because people will come out in the comments. Even though it's just a meme, people will take it really
It's
serious.
like that's not true. You know, it's a joke, but like,
Oh yeah. There's like certain topics I'll stay away from, but just because I've seen in the past that people go crazy. If I post a meme about self-defense, it's
oh
gonna
yeah,
be everyone's gonna be a self-defense expert. Actually, you posted a self-defense video the other day, didn't you?
I will touch on self-defense like very, very lightly because man, there's so many outside of jujitsu, like you have a different whole broader martial arts community, you know, and then you have like your gun nuts, and then like it starts like really branching out. So you never know
Yeah.
what you're gonna get.
I feel with the self-defense topic, everyone becomes an expert, and it doesn't matter whose video it is. There's always someone in the comments like that has to
Hmm.
like put it down or debunk it, especially when a jiu-jitsu guy's showing a technique. Immediately, like non-jiu-jitsu guys will come in the comments and
Hmm. Yeah.
immediately like, why would you go to the ground in a street fight? His friends will jump you and then he can bite you. That jiu-jitsu stuff wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I see that even on like some of the BJJ groups, like you get people
mhm.
like that. So it's rough, man.
Is
I
that
think,
the BJJ Facebook group? The
hey, I didn't
I think
say
it's
any group. I didn't name any group. There's just a
dude.
few groups out there that
There's dude, I'll say it, but that comment section, man, it gets pretty toxic in there.
I mean, it can help you in that, you know, your whatever video or whatever gets a lot of attention, but then like,
Hmm.
I mean, if you're like going through every comment, it can be kind of rough.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
Uh,
sometimes like even like in the Facebook group, like there'll be some new white belt asking an innocent question, and there's
mhm.
just people coming after him in the comment section. It's like, oh man, can't even post a picture of your stripe.
Yeah. I know a lot of like high level people, like they won't post on Reddit or a lot of other places just because of that.
Hmm.
So it kind of takes away from like jujitsu when you have those kind of toxic comments in there and you're like, you know when a comment's kind of hateful, like
Yeah, and it sucks because I love the jiu-jitsu community so much, and then
mm,
to see comments like that, like I also feel that's uh why a lot of instructors don't post videos
yeah, like
because you're at the mercy of the internet just coming after you, making fun of the way you look, uh
mhm.
talking trash about your technique. So
I mean, I've had my friends do that to me online, so it is rough, man.
yeah,
And so
I
Tony,
mean
that kind of
if they didn't do that, are they really your friends?
I don't know. I was kind of thinking, I was reconsidering some of these people. I was like, ah, man. So that kind of leads me into my like bigger topic of like the impact of memes on jujitsu. So for instance, I think a good example is like say like a world champion has this DVD coming out, and
Mhm.
like to market it, he'll like contact the meme pages and stuff, right? Like they'll
Yeah,
like
they
so
will
like
uh they will contact the meme pages just sometimes meme pages have bigger reach, but
Hmm.
also from like a consumer standpoint, if I see like a sponsored ad coming up on my feed, or if I see someone advertising something, a product, a lot of times it turns people away or turns them off just because they think, I don't know, maybe they think it's you're after their money. But
Hmm.
if you like kind of grab their attention with a meme,
Hmm.
maybe it's you can get a lot more conversions or clicks on their page. Um, I follow Slim Jim's Instagram page.
The slim, like the meat stick Slim Jim.
Yeah,
Oh,
like the
okay.
meat stick. They have like over 1 million followers.
Mm,
They're a meat stick.
yeah.
They're a meat stick, but all they do is just post memes. They've created their own culture with Slim Jim. Like
Mm.
they have so much slang, and their uh their page administrators, they're always active, replying to people's comments, sharing you on your stories. They shared me on their stories a couple of years ago. I
Mm.
took a picture after class and I photoshopped the Slim Jim patch on my gi, and they put me in their stories. I was like, holy cow,
Was it like one of those Daisy Fresh where like was it Panda Express or
Panda
something? They're trying
Express.
to get sponsored.
I wish that'd have been great if I can go to like an IBJJ tournament sponsored by Slim Jim.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I mean, there used to be, I don't know how it is now, but there were companies used to sponsor athletes more like that. Like, okay, wear my
Hmm.
patch, here's, $50. Remember
Yeah,
like Buddha videos used to do that for like the up and coming belts. And
yeah.
I don't really see that too much anymore. Like,
That was like Kyotera back in the day. He would have his Budo videos,
hmm,
gi just patched out, Versa Climber on there.
yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah, you're right. You don't see a lot of that anymore.
I think just like if athletes can, utilize the meme pages, I think that can
Hmm.
help them like grow their following so they don't have to do those weird Brazilian dances. They can just, focus on their technique.
I don't know, man. We might be sleeping on those Brazilian dances.
We'll be doing it next week. Oh,
Gotta sell out.
yeah. I've already sold out enough. I feel like I just don't want to sell out anymore.
I don't know. You're one of the because I follow you on Instagram, and anytime I see your videos pop up, I'll give it my attention.
Okay.
Let's see what's showing, because there's been actually quite a few times where I'm like just going through my feed, and then like real quick, like I'll catch your caption and I'm like, all right, let's see what he's got to offer, and then it'll be like a really useful detail. Uh, I think yeah, one day I was teaching class one day and I was showing people some De La Hiva stuff, and I was showing an option when they clear the far foot that controls the distance. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, from there we just close our guard around their knees and put them in a mermaid sweep. And the whole class laughed at me. And I
They're
was like,
laughing. Oh,
I was like, it's a real thing. They're like, that sounds made up. I'm like, no, I swear to God, it's real. And then sure enough, like maybe because Instagram was listening to me, but it showed your option of De La Hiva, reverse De La Hiva, mermaid sweep.
mm,
So I tagged a bunch of the people in my class. I was like, look, it's mermaid sweep, just like I said.
man, those videos help. Like, I wish more instructors would film because your students can always go back and like, or you can be like, hey, I'm not going to show this move today, but I did it before. You can look back at that.
Oh, definitely. Um, my buddy, he's a CTA black belt.
Mm,
So anytime his students like any well his students, they're offered a Vimeo password, and it has like his whole like library of just techniques that he filmed on Vimeo, which is kind of cool. So they can always go back to the techniques that they missed class, or
mm-hmm.
if before class, he can send them a link and say, "This is what we're going to be covering tonight. Make sure you brush up on it, so we can just fly by through the class without stopping or slowing down the class progress."
I mean, that there's so many students that like, they don't know what to watch. So maybe they're on YouTube or wherever, Instagram. But if the instructor has content out there, I think that, that stays, it helps them more because, that's who
Hmm.
they're learning from.
It's just more resources.
Hmm.
Like me, I got so many. I got videos from Budo videos, BJJ Fanatics. I think Jiu Jitsu X. There's like so many websites now that just like stream videos.
What would you like to see? So I post a lot on Instagram techniques and stuff. What would you like to see from instructors posting on Instagram technique wise and like maybe layout wise and stuff like that?
Um, I know there's some people when they're instructing, like they'll like to talk about the concept like for a really long time,
Oh
like
no.
sometimes like 45 minutes, and then they'll demonstrate the technique. Uh, One thing, do you follow, John Thomas, I think his name?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Oh, cool. Very, very lanky guy.
Hmm.
But he takes advantage of a lot of reels where he just kind of demonstrates the technique. So, maybe there's like some music playing in the background and he'll just like do like three variations of sweeps. So it's
Hmm.
like 15 seconds of like, oh, cool. And then you can kind of either go to his page and find like a full length video of him talking about technique. But, sometimes time is a valuable thing for everybody. So not everyone can sit back and watch like 45 minutes of technique or
No.
explanation. Depends on their attention span too, but I do like seeing just like live demonstration, just kind of like a quick fire of the technique real quick.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay, gets my imagination going. And
You
I
think
can yeah, I can terribly replicate it later.
you think that's better than so you think it's better to like just show the move and then if you want to learn more about it, just look at, go more in depth on it versus like having
Mm,
someone talk you through the move.
it depends. It almost depends what kind of mood I'm into. Because sometimes
Mm,
at work, if I just see it really quick, I can like save the video to my collections and like, all right, I'll come back to that, or I can screenshot it as a reference. But I do like seeing the technique performed live first, and then they do the breakdown of why it worked and why it happened.
mm-hmm.
Like, that way, you know what the end product's going to look like. I think Budo videos format used to be like that a lot too. They would demonstrate the technique really quick, and then they would break it down
Mm-hmm.
with like multiple camera angles, and then they would do it again from multiple camera angles.
Did they utilize any like I mean they used to like they were like flow grappling back in the day, so did they utilize their like access to the videos from like the competitors competing and then like mix that with the instructionals any?
I haven't seen that when Budo videos do that. I know there's probably like a lot of licensing.
Oh, okay.
Actually, back then, Budo videos used to run the stream, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times, maybe when they would insert the competition footage, it would be like in the intro.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know if they can. That would be really useful if they can play it like side by side, like when they hit it in competition.
I believe like BJJ Fanatics has that worked out with flow grappling for a few athletes.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, if you're not like, whoever the top guys are, like you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, I've seen that too, especially like people want to break down their ADCC runs,
Hmm.
and then they have the footage right at hand, but yeah, not everyone gets that access.
I believe I'm not sure. Don't take everything I say for word, but I think if you use the clip for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, don't use the audio, maybe you can get away with it, guys, but don't quote me on that.
Then you get hit by that lawsuit.
Jesus. Yeah, take your YouTube off. Man.
Oh man, that would suck. I yeah, I posted a video a couple weeks ago. I had like I think 14 seconds of a song from Enya, and I was thinking, I was like, she won't mind. As soon as I uploaded it, got hit by a copyright violation. It took the video down, and I was like, oh dang, she wasn't playing.
You got to use the instrumental version. I think that works better.
Yeah, but it
I
didn't
think.
have the same comedic effects. You know what I mean? So I ended up using it on TikTok because TikTok had the licensing for the song.
Mhm.
But even and then Instagram still said I made a violation, but we'll see.
Do you post any on TikTok?
I'll just post my videos. Like
Mm,
I try to post on every platform. Um, I should probably post more TikTok formatted videos
mm.
just to stay up to date with the hip kids.
So no memes on TikTok.
No memes on TikTok. I
Uh,
posted a don't rush challenge on TikTok, and I remember when I posted on TikTok and then also posted on Instagram, and I got a bunch of follows from like young ladies in their 20s. I was like, all
All
right,
right,
so
all right, cool.
I hit that demographic.
Maybe not quite the jujitsu demographic, but hey.
They were jujitsu ladies, but
Oh, okay,
they
okay.
they're really into TikTok.
Oh,
So I guess I spoke their language.
what about are you posting on stories at
My
all?
stories is a mess because a lot of times I'll just go on there to like go on tangents.
Oh,
So if I see something that like triggers me, like if it's something in like a I'm watching a movie and they're doing like terrible grappling, I'll
hmm.
just like roast them in the comment or roast them in my stories. I was gonna do one on the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Wait, don't spoil it. Don't
Here.
spoil it.
I won't spoil it because I saw
Okay.
something. There's some jujitsu in there, and like some of the jujitsu they used, I was like, oh man. But
Oh, it was terrible.
um, it was just like a slight miscalculation in what
Mm.
happened in the technique. Which yeah, I'll probably wait a little later so I give people a chance to see it. I'm not big on. I don't like spoiling it
Hmm.
stuff for people on my page.
Should we just blame the Machados for like, because they're in charge of Hollywood, right? Like,
Yeah, they're in
so
charge of coordinating every
yeah,
fight
come on,
ever.
guys. They jumped the shark probably. Just give me the
Yeah.
money.
Well, did you see them on Walker Texas Ranger?
I used to watch that show long as a kid. Like,
Yeah,
it was pretty
they're
good.
yeah they were in there, and I remember Walker was taking some of them out, and then they ended up catching Walker. I think they caught Walker in a bow and arrow too.
He got
I
out
was
though.
like, yeah. Oh, he actually tapped out. So I was like,
No,
yeah,
in the series,
yeah, in the series. I
why they
mean,
do that to him like that?
it was a friendly grappling competition.
They why they
So
do him like that? They know Walker's supposed to win.
he beat like four out of six of them.
Last question for you, Tony.
Sure.
Have you been able to monetize your meme page?
Monetize?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I've helped a few brands. We've made some kind of paid partnerships where I did uh, advertise for them and use memes to help get them get their uh, social media growth and
Okay.
help them with sales. So it was a couple of years ago. I was doing some G companies that reached out to me and I was helping them out advertise. But
Okay.
that's probably the closest thing to monetizing. I don't have any page sponsors or anything like that. I just do it. I just make the memes for the jiu-jitsu community.
Oh man, we appreciate you. And
Ah,
that like
yeah,
that really does, I feel like that really does help the community, just being able to share those memes and like have a good laugh.
yeah. I like seeing the camaraderie. Like I'll make a meme and people instantly tag their teammates in there.
Hmm.
Like, oh, this is totally you. This was you on Monday after class or stuff like that. What's really crazy is I have a lot of followers that don't train.
Mm. I was just thinking about that.
They don't train, and sometimes they'll send me messages like, "Hey, bro, your meme page is awesome. I started training because of the memes," and it just blows my mind. Like, I don't know how they found my meme page, but apparently it got them it helped them start their journey. So it's really humbling to hear.
I mean, like, just like a jiu-jitsu person sharing a meme, of course, regular people in their lives are going to see that and maybe just kind of connect with jiu-jitsu better than like an instructional or something else like a tournament. Like that actually
Yeah.
scares a lot of people away. Like, this guy's like ripped and he's like, like your
Yeah.
average person is like scared of that.
Yeah. I think with two is, when people have an interest in training something, they research it a little bit, whether
Hmm.
it's going on Google or uh, I think back in like 2008 when I was interested in training, I went on YouTube and just watched a bunch of like fights and like mar- martial art style versus martial art style,
Hmm.
like jiu-jitsu versus kickboxing guy and
Hmm.
stuff like that. But I think some of those people that don't train that follow the page, they kind of want to understand the culture first, what they're getting into, or like what the community's like, or what to expect, or they want to relate more to the memes that they've seen.
I mean, like, I think of MMA and jiu-jitsu, like I'm thinking tough guy, like
Hmm.
UFC, Ultimate Fighter, but I feel like the memes kind of soften it, It's like more,
Yeah,
it's fun, it's cool.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it definitely softens it for them. Um, I guess it's just more welcoming, I guess,
Hmm.
versus like what you said with the tough guy image and persona.
Like if you go in flow grappling, like you're gonna see that, right? You're seeing like ripped, strong, usually juiced up, definitely juiced up. It's just
Acai.
yeah, they're just ripping their shirt off.
Yeah,
It's not
but
like very like welcoming. It's not very
mhm,
like, you know, man.
yeah. And also with my style of memes, I don't usually like to talk trash to beginners. You know, like a lot of the meme pages will do this theme where they kind of condescend white belts. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen that before?
I've done it a little bit jokingly, but
Yeah,
I'm
everyone everyone does it, but I
mhm.
always feel it's more like it's gonna intimidate them or it's not gonna be a welcoming experience for them. Like a lot of my themes for memes is making fun of yourself.
Mhm.
I target specific groups like always injured guy.
Oh yeah,
You know that guy.
they
Everyone
get it. They get
everyone
offended too, though.
they do, but they're not gonna do anything because they're injured.
Yeah, they can't train.
They can't train. They can't fight me.
What's the really? There's a really good page. It's like a comic.
What was it? Immortal Choke?
Yeah, I love, man. I love him.
Oh, dude, his
It's
page is so funny. I wish
mhm.
I could draw. See what happens if you can't draw, then you just run a meme page.
Yeah. There's such an advantage to being able to draw, and
Hmm.
that kind of thing. I think you can like copyright and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Um, oh yeah, definitely. I don't. I try to stay away from kind of memeing like comic strips and stuff like that because
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes the
this
artist is not cool with that.
no, it's definitely their work of art. Like they made that.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a few jujitsu guys, I believe, like Dominique Bell is like very talented at drawing. He will
Hmm.
do some stuff every now and again.
It's always fun to see jujitsu guys that have talents or skills in other areas other than jiu-jitsu.
It's not too many of them. They kind of,
Oh, so some people are just born for jiu-jitsu. Like
yeah,
that's their strict thing. They're good at rolling. They're good at teaching. They get that, I don't know, monotone personality.
yeah.
They don't got anything else. Don't you?
Uh,
Don't you got other? Do you have any talents or hobbies outside jiu-jitsu?
I've been getting into like going to like theme parks recently, so like riding roller coasters.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, but you can like build your tolerance. If you go maybe like one or two times, you can build your tolerance.
Yeah,
So that helps a lot. But yeah, when you're like going up and you hear the click, click, click sound, I'm like, oh man, why am I doing this?
yeah. My Pan Am's last year, back in I think October, my coach made me go on. We went to a theme park and I went on the Incredible Hulk ride, and I
Oh,
was like,
in Orlando.
uh-huh. And I was like, I had butterflies, like
Hmm.
just waiting in line. Like I was like gonna throw up. I felt like I was in the bullpen. And he was like,
Hmm.
"Come on, man." He's like, "You got this. If you can conquer this, like you're not even gonna be scared tomorrow." And like, I was like, so scared. The riders clicked me in, and we're
Hmm.
going up. And actually, it didn't even go up slow. That's the messed up thing about that ride. As soon as you got harnessed in, it just shot off.
Mm.
I was so mad. But on the first dip, I just let go of everything, and it was
Uh,
really enjoyable.
I
But
think it's scarier than a tournament, like because that if that thing falls, like okay, we're that's it, I'm dead.
oh yeah, especially you're going so fast past those beams, and
Hmm.
I'm just sitting there thinking, I was like, if my leg catches that, my leg's gonna fly off or get ripped off, or if we just fly off the track, we're gonna be going like a bunch of
Yeah,
G forces into the ground.
I make sure to say a little prayer, like just get me through this one.
I gotta have a hype man hyping me up, just like it's a tournament.
Just kind of close your eyes.
Oh,
Tony, did you have any questions for me since I've been grilling you this whole time?
man. Any questions? Are you gonna be doing? Well, would you be open to do any that TikTok trendy videos?
Ah, man, I I've done maybe one or two, but it was always like I got roped into it by a girl, and I was like, I gotta do it. I don't want to do it.
I,
I
I've seen I've I've seen you post I think it was a video of you getting beat up by the Easter Bunny.
Oh yeah, got roped into that one.
That was I like that. I think people like that because I also seen you post some outtakes
Oh
of
yeah.
your videos. I think oh, another thing I appreciate is you use a microphone in your instructionals, and the audio
uh
sounds great.
yeah, we have to, because if you use that shotgun mic that's like
It
20 feet
picks
over
up,
here, like
yeah,
it's just
they'll
impossible.
pick up everything in that DSLR hiss.
Hmm.
But yeah, you posted an outtakes video, which was kind of cool to see.
I did. I don't
Uh,
remember doing that.
I think you were doing a mic check, and you guys started making fun of Drake.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you and your brother. Is
That's
it
my
your
buddy
brother?
Jeff.
Oh,
No, he's not
okay.
my soul brother, but no.
Your soul brother.
Yeah, I cut out so much, especially like with reels or whatever. Like I cut out so much. Thank God, some of it has to be cut out. It's just like it's not good for social
Yeah.
media. But
Does when you film your videos, does it take a lot of takes?
depends. When I'm not teaching right now, but when I would teach, I would work on the topic for maybe a week, and then when I
Mhm.
would film, like, okay, I got this sharp. Usually we just keep going, man. Even if we mess up, just cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
I
some
was
guys are sticklers for like getting everything perfect.
yeah, I always put myself in the instructor's shoes. Like if I'm watching a video on BJJ Fanatics and the person's talking, I think Mikey Musumeci, he uh he was talking for like 35 minutes and they didn't like pan away or anything. So
They
he just
just
kept talking. Yeah, it just kept talking and I was like, dude, I would have like messed up my sentences, like slurred my speech. I would have like messed up so bad. I was like, man, he just like talked like perfectly. Like even when I film my parody videos, I have to do so many takes because I just
mm.
suck on camera.
I mean, it takes time to get it like to get it down. Like even in acting, like they don't usually get it in one take.
Right. That's why I like the videos when I'm not talking
Mm.
and it can just be like more background track or comedic sound effects.
I mean, it's a good skill set. I think it's just like public speaking. Same, you use the same skills when you're instructing too. So
Right. I always forget big words though when I'm instructing.
you don't have to
You
use
know,
big words.
and sometimes it just sounds cool when you use big words as long as you use it appropriately.
Yeah, some guys they do too much.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, dude, just 30 words. Get it done in 30 words.
Yeah. It's like a 9 syllable word.
Yeah, like man, I try to give my content to like short attention span. So I'm like, I try to avoid like me talking. Like if I hear myself talking too long, I'm like, okay, stop, stop, stop.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when that happens to me is I'll go on tangents. When someone just asks me a question on how to like grip the sleeve, I'll go into like a 47-minute story.
Mm.
And I'm like, I'm trying to get better at that. But
I think if you teach kids, like, because their attention span's short, so like that really helped me. Just
yeah,
like you see the kid, like he's paying attention, and then like he's gone. Like,
yeah. It's always this when you're like, Dakota, you paying attention? Like, but sometimes, yeah, teaching kids helps a lot. Sometimes you gotta teach adults the same way you teach kids.
yeah, pretty much. There's no difference between like a white belt kid, white belt adult. It's the same.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it depends on the adult, how their learning style is. Like maybe they're more a hands-on person, auditory, or maybe they just have to comprehend it a totally different way. So sometimes you got to use a lot of the sound effects. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the old school instructors that do the snap.
Or right here, like here.
Yeah. Or they make the sound effect, boom, boom, right here, boom.
I think a lot of that's like when you don't speak the language, the sound
Mhm.
effects carry over really well. Even if you can't say what you want to say, like, okay, boom. They like people kind
Yeah.
of understand that.
They'll remember that more. I think Hoist Gracie just used to point, he used to teach like that when he didn't speak English very well. A lot of
Hmm.
sound effects, a lot of pointing, and a lot of facial expressions.
And I got the chance, so I used to train under Cobrinha. So
Wow.
I remember when he didn't speak any English. So like to see him like learn English, and now he's like a public speaker. He's like a motivational
Yeah.
speaker. So like
His, his English is amazing.
actually. Was that back in Georgia when he was teaching?
Yeah, so he moved here, I believe 2007. So after he won his first world championship,
Yeah.
but he spoke no English. So we used to like, I think the movie Borat came out, so they used to like mess with him.
Oh my God, you guys are just messing with the baddest dude on the planet.
It wasn't me. I was, some like a blue belt dude. I wasn't like messing with anybody.
Oh man, it's awesome. So back in Georgia, was that with Fabio Gurgel?
So
Or
we
was that
had
just
Romero Jacare. So he's like the head of the alliance.
Mhm,
I just got lucky that there was a school here, and
mhm.
so we had guys like Cobrinha come move down here. We had guys like Marcelo come and train.
Wow,
Uh, I think even like Terere, Leo Vieta, they had so many guys. Even before me, they had so many guys coming through there. So we just got really lucky to have good instructors at like such an early time period. So
definitely. The jiu-jitsu has changed a lot since you started, huh?
it's definitely I think just the way the teaching has like evolved. So I don't remember learning too many techniques when I first started. And then like the training wasn't like we weren't we weren't really learning a lot of technique, and also we weren't using a lot of technique. So like I remember like thinking, okay, I need better conditioning so I can run around the guy faster. Not then I can beat the guy. So once Cabrera moved to America, like we started learning like more technique and just becoming sharper. Um,
Hmm.
and that really like kind of really changed things for me at least.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because when I started in 2009, I trained at a Kempo karate school,
Mm.
and they had a brown belt come in like once a week to teach jujitsu, and we only had jujitsu class once a week. And like nowadays, like in Arizona, there's so many jiu-jitsu schools out here, and you can train like 7 days a week, multiple times a day. Like the resources are insane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, people don't really realize like it was kind of hard to train. Early 2000s, mid 2000s, there weren't that many good academies. You didn't have
Hmm.
that many Brazilian instructors,
Nope.
like there are now.
Yeah, some academies had blue belts teaching. There'd be a blue belt that would go like out of state to visit their instructor or go to a
Hmm.
seminar to visit their instructor and then bring back the techniques they learned. And then even YouTube back then, there was like two channels. There was Ken Primo and Submissions 101. That was like all the video instruction we had back then.
I mean, YouTube didn't come out till like 2004, 2005 or something.
Hmm.
So like, I mean, we were still training before. It's just like we didn't have as much cool stuff to watch.
Right. We had a bunch of books, and then we also had like some foreign DVDs we'd buy from
Hmm.
Budo Videos, and they would be like region locked, so we had to buy like a region
Oh
free
no.
DVD player. And we yeah, we're watching some Japanese video with no English subtitles, so we're just trying to mimic what
Mhm.
Tatsuya Onose is doing for Spider Guard. So it was
Yeah,
the
I miss that culture. Like I remember like sharing like DVDs from like Buddha videos or like whatever
Mhm.
instructional. Like we had like this little network. Like, hey, you done watching that? Okay, here you go.
Right. They're like, here, let me borrow that baseball choke DVD, and
Yeah,
you can
man.
borrow my Spider Guard DVD. Like, cool.
All right, Tony. I think that's good, man. Any closing remarks or anything you
Uh,
want to say?
Go out and train and have a good time.
Tell them to follow your page.
Follow me on Instagram at happy rolling underscore BJJ.
I think I'll just put the your tag under you, so it'll be like big so they can see it.
Perfect.
And then
Sounds good.
I'll send you this copy if you want to see it and stuff too, if you want it for yourself.
No, that's good. You can just
It might
you're gonna post it everywhere.
yeah, probably maybe just YouTube, I think.
Yeah, I saw the one with what's his name, Sergi.
Yeah, my buddy Sergi.
That guy's good.
Man, he's been training since like 2000, so he's been around for so long. And he really loves jujitsu. Like his whole family is like involved.
I can tell, but his De La Hiva and reverse De La Hiva games insane.
He's he's built like me too. He's a little bit stockier than me, but so I'm super lucky to be able to go train with him every now and again.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's be times I'm playing De La Hiva, reverse De La Hiva, and I'm like, my legs are too short for this. And then he'll post a video of him just like mopping people over with the De La Hiva, and I'm just like, oh man. That's
So
like, well,
so you,
that's some motivation.
so you mentioned John Thomas. My voice is
Yeah,
kind of going, but I used to teach with him. So like you had like the tall lanky guy, and then like he had like the short guy. So we pretty much hit everybody.
yeah, that's cool. One of my brown belt teammates, he's my only teammate that's been with me since white belt, and he's like 6'4", so we're
Oh,
like opposite
Jesus.
heights. I have the same build too, but he'll teach like big man stuff, and then I'll show like little man stuff,
Mm.
and then especially people complain about they can't finish the triangle because their legs are too short. So then I'll come up and triangle my big buddy.
There you go.
I'm like, no, it's all about angles, angles and angles.
I mean, sometimes it's still pretty tough.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's still like, I'm not gonna get this.
right. But it's still people like complaining about having short legs, but they're like bigger than me. And I'm like, no, just got to do your angles. I'm gonna triangle the biggest guy in the room, and
Mhm.
then they're like, oh, okay. But it's just again working for it, angles, breaking their posture. Unless you're just going against a really wide, stocky guy.
Yeah, some guys like there's no neck. Like, dude, don't go for
Yeah,
a triangle. He's gonna get
they're
out.
like they're like genetically perfect to stop the triangle.
It's like, have you seen those like it's like a genetically modified human for jujitsu? It's like no neck, and then like
Yeah, seriously.
I think
Those
like
are
big arms and like no
yeah.
legs.
Those are the guys that can hang out and turtle and just attack from there.
I have this one friend. He's built like a turtle. He's super
Hmm.
good, but and he's super flexible. I posted some videos with him, but like his legs are like this long, kind of stuff. Like there's no his arms are short, his neck's short, his legs are short. Like it's almost
Genetically
impossible to
perfect.
submit him.
Genetically perfect.
Yeah,
IBJJF's gonna ban him.
I want to see him versus Gordon. He's just like, do you know
Unbreakable.
who's the guy that he doesn't have any legs or arms, but he was like grappling for
Was he up for wrestling? Or, oh no,
jujitsu?
for
Jujitsu.
jiu-jitsu? Oh, and he just has
Yeah,
amputation.
yeah.
He's amputated. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
that'd
But
be
that guy's like, you can't like hold him because
just
he could
gotta
just
choke
like
him.
flip.
Yeah,
But he's got no legs. So like you put your hooks in, he like
just goes all over the place.
I,
That's kind of tough.
he's a blue belt. I think he fought MMA too. I can't remember his name, but he's like he fought MMA with like no arms, no legs.
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad. I can't remember his name.
Well, that's the cool thing about martial arts. You gotta adapt it to your body type and weaponize it. So he's figuring out his game, but it'd be kind of impossible to choke out. You remember Anthony Robles, who was a wrestler out of ASU? He was missing one leg.
He does like a it doesn't make sense how he gets to his weight class. Is that guy? Like he's big.
Maybe. I mean, he'd probably be like he wrestled, I think 125s, but if he had a leg, he'd probably be like above 160.
Yeah, I think I know who you're
But
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, when he was in his NCAA championship match against Iowa State wrestler, and the commentators were kind of calling it out, saying that it was an advantage for him not it was an advantage for him for not having a leg because sometimes the muscle memory for the wrestlers didn't connect. You know, like Anthony Robles was on top and the Iowa wrestler from bottom, Matt McDonough, he went for an inside switch and
Mm.
missed everything because there
On
was
the
no
leg.
leg there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's just,
he missed everything, and they're like, "Oh, that's muscle memory." And
Jesus.
I was
No.
like, "Dang!" But then it's kind of hard to condition with one leg, especially for wrestlers conditioning.
Dude, he's already on the ground. So like usually they're just like fucking, "Bruh."
You can't level change and get lower than him.
No, he's
And then also he has vice grips. Like these poor 125 pounders are just getting arm dragged.
it's like he walks on his arms all day. Like he's just like you're not gonna beat that guy.
Right.
There's a
Yeah,
who's the wrestler without any legs? You know what I'm talking about? He's he's got no legs, but like his upper body is just like
stacked. He's like a
they made like a Netflix movie about him or something.
oh really?
Yeah,
He's like that Pokemon Geo dude. Just orange.
exactly. Yeah, but he wrestles like 125, but he's like, He's like 185
Yeah.
upper
Just
body.
beating up these poor scrawny kids.
All right, Tony. I think that's good on my side, man.
All right.
Thank you so
Nice chatting
much.
with you.
Yeah, it
Nice
was
meeting you
pretty cool.
finally. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the page, by the way.
Thank you. Always, always trying to make it better without having to dance. That's if you see me dancing, that's it, dude. Like,
Oh, if
just
I see you
stop.
dancing, I'm gonna meme you so bad.
Yeah, you have my permission. I deserve it. Unless if there's a hot girl in the video, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Then it's all right.
All will be forgiven.
Yeah, but if it's me and all dudes or white belts, you just
You just gotta adapt, man. It's just like jujitsu. You gotta flow and adapt.
man, there's certain things I don't want to do. Like,
You say that, but
I know.
sometimes it's like a good market to hit, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
There's a fine line that you won't cross over, but
I hope so.
I
I've
know what
told
you
myself
mean.
that before, but I'm hoping that I'm like stick to this one.
Because I'll see like the latest like TikTok trend, and I like picture myself doing it, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm just gonna stick with the masters demographic.
Yeah, that's definitely not my demographic.
But
All
we'll
right,
see.
all right, man. I'm gonna jump off.
All right, man.
Thank you
Nice
so
chatting.
much. Thanks, Tony.
Cool.